It is finally that time for me to get ready to go to Las Vegas for WrestleMania weekend. I am so unbelievably excited. As you can see, repping the WWE merch already for the plane, and I am all packed. It is like almost 5:30 in the morning. I have to catch a train in about an hour. I'm about to go get breakfast. I haven't slept, so I'm really tired. Hopefully I can get some sleep on the plane. Usually doesn't work out well for me for somebody who flies quite often. I'm rarely ever able to get sleep on planes, but hopefully this is different. I hope you guys are just as excited for WrestleMania weekend as I am. Hope you guys enjoy the vlog, and I'll see you soon. Got home from getting breakfast. I'm going to head to the airport in a little bit, but I just want to let you guys know, throughout this vlog, not every segment is going to be mic'd up, because when I'm at World, when I'm at the show, I don't want to bring the mic everywhere, so just letting you guys know, a lot of it's going to be like this. If the audio is fucked up, I'm so sorry. We've successfully made it to the airport. Plane boards in about 30 minutes. I'm on 0 hours of sleep, 500 milligrams of caffeine in my body, and I am feeling the crash. So as soon as I get on this plane, I'm going to try and get some sleep. Let's hope that works out, because usually it does not. But regardless, still very excited. And I'll catch up with you guys when we get there. So we have landed in Las Vegas. We actually landed a couple hours ago, but first my phone was dead once we got off the plane, and we wanted to go to our hotel. We actually wound up going to In-N-Out. It was my first time trying In-N-Out. It was actually very good. And then we went to Flamingos, the casino, and I wound up winning $30 on blackjack. So already starting off the weekend pretty good, and I'm very excited to see where we go from here. I'll keep you guys updated. I'm probably not going to vlog too much tomorrow. Maybe I'll just take some videos for you guys, but I'm more so trying to get a lot of the WrestleMania stuff down. And on Friday, I'm going to World, so you'll definitely see a lot of that. I don't know how much I'll do tomorrow, but you guys will definitely see a little bit, so I'll see you guys soon. Just a real quick side note, this was the view from outside of our hotel. We were staying at the Paris Hotel on the Strip. These were some of the views that we got. It was absolutely gorgeous. We pretty much spent the rest of the day just trying to enjoy walking down the rest of the Strip. We wound up going to Fremont Street, which, as you can see from these pictures, absolutely gorgeous. And they had a giant WWE championship on display, which my brother and I wound up getting a picture with. And yeah, that was pretty much how we spent the rest of the day. Guys, so we're on Fremont Street. I had to show you this. It is now Thursday, and I'm all ready to go out. I honestly don't really know what our plan is today. I think we're just going to go walk down the Strip a little bit more, maybe go to some more casinos. Then tomorrow, all the wrestling shit gets started. I'll keep you guys posted throughout today. I'll see you guys in a bit. So we wound up spending the rest of the morning and most of the afternoon walking down the rest of the Strip. We wound up going to Caesar's Palace, which is a casino and hotel based off of the ancient Romans and Julius Caesar and all that kind of stuff. They actually had a statue with the WWE Championship, which I thought was really cool. We also went to another casino called New York, which was really nice because I live in New York. And then after we had our casino fix for the night, we decided to end off the night by hitting up Topgolf. Don't have the mic with me right now, but we are currently at Topgolf, and look at this view. Come on, you can't beat that. Thinking about it, I probably shouldn't be here with my wrist, but it's fine. It's fine. All right, so it is like 1-something in the morning, Friday morning. About to go to sleep, and I have to be really quiet because there are other people in my hotel room sleeping. But yeah, I got my wrist taped up because when we went to Topgolf, me stupidly having a sprained wrist or strained wrist, whatever you want to call it, yeah, that wasn't a good idea. So I decided to better be safe than sorry and tape my wrist up. It is what it is. Hopefully it'll heal soon, but just gotta try and stabilize it as much as I can. Overall, great day. Went to Topgolf, like I said, like you guys have seen, and we hit a couple more casinos as well. Other than that, I think I'm down a little bit of money. I don't know off the top of my head, but I have to check. But tomorrow, I'm gonna wake up, probably, I don't really know what I'm going to do like earlier in the day, but I'm going to hit up World. I'll update you guys in the morning, and I'll see you soon. So we woke up pretty early on Friday morning to get ready for World. We decided to take a walk around the rest of the hotel to really prepare ourselves for the rest of the day. And in order to get to the Las Vegas Convention Center where World was being held, we needed to take a monorail. So as we started to make our way over there, we decided to stop at Johnny Rockets for lunch. Great food, but incredibly expensive.
like really expensive, like $30 for a burger and fries, which is complete insanity to me, but we don't have Johnny Rockets on Long Island, and I'm a big back at heart, so I needed to give it a try at least once. After lunch, we got on the monorail, which gave us an amazing view of the city skyline, and we got real up close and personal with the Sphere. It was definitely a bit of a voyage to get to World, but we got there in the end. After we got checked in, we walked over to the WrestleMania Superstore, which was actually open to everyone, not just people who bought tickets to World. Because of that, the line was super fucking long. I had bought a ticket to World, but the people that I came with didn't, so I decided to wait on the line with them, and after about 45 minutes of waiting, we finally made it in, and I'll let myself take it from here. Take it away, me!
I don't know how well you can see, but here at the WrestleMania Superstore, it is absolutely insane here. I just got all of my merch that I'm going to be getting for the weekend. I'll do a haul later when I get back to my Airbnb, but this is insane. So, I'll see you guys soon.
Okay, so we are here at World finally. We got in. I'm going to put some videos and pictures up of like what the store looked like the line that we had to wait on, and what it looks like in here. Honestly, not as busy as I expected it. It is Friday. Now I'm just kind of walking around, kind of trying to get a lay of the land here. And right now, it looks like they got like an NXT match or something going on. Yeah, they got, I don't really know what's going on over there. I don't know who they got facing who, but there's somebody, like two ladies from NXT going at it over there. I think it's pretty sick. They're selling real American beer. There's a good look at the stage. I don't really know what's going on. It's, upcoming events. Oh, live NXT matches. Yeah, they got live NXT matches going on right now. And the main stage, I don't know what that means, a podcast of some sort. It seems like they also got some UFC stuff too. So obviously the TKO partnership in full effect at WWE World. Doesn't look like they got many superstars on the superstar row in the corner. Doesn't really look like they got much going on, honestly. It's not very busy. A lot of places to sit, places to eat as well. And I'm just kind of walking around aimlessly, if I'm being completely honest. So I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit once I kind of figure out more what I want to do. I got an hour before I was supposed to meet Ricky Saints, sorry. And yeah, I will catch up with you guys in a bit.
All right, I'm on the line to get my picture with Ricky. It's actually not too busy right now. I'm thinking maybe because it's more towards the end of the day, but right now they only got 2 people taking pictures, which is Finn Balor and Ricky, but I don't think I'm allowed to point the camera over there, so I'm just not going to take the risk. It's not too busy, probably because it's later in the day, but, you know, very excited. I'll show you guys a picture when I get it, but I think they're out of protective sleeves, which is very unfortunate, so I don't know, I may have to buy myself another copy just in case, but we'll see.
Finally got a chance to sit down, and honestly, just to recap, because I'm about to head out of here, pretty freaking cool. I think you're sliding. I had to move locations because they kicked me out because the table area was being shut down. But yeah, I don't know if the vibes are different because it's just like this is my second time here because I was here last year. And like last year was my first year being at something like this, so I was just like all over the place with like excitement. Now I'm just like, this is really fucking cool, but I guess that level of excitement is just different than last year. Comparing it to last year, it is very similar, but also very different at the same time. So I'm going to be back here on Sunday. I'm going to be dressing up as The Fiend, and they got the entrances going behind me. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I asked them if they have Bray Wyatt, and unfortunately they do not. They have Wyatt 6, so I think I'm just going to have to go as The Fiend and do the Wyatt 6 entrance, which it is what it is. Not a big deal. I'm not too mad about it. I'm going to head out of here in a bit.
We're about to leave. I've got my fix for the day. Got my picture with Ricky, which I'll put up on the screen now. I'm going to be here on Sunday, too, so I think I've gotten my fix for the day, but oh my god, it's so cool. It's so cool. Okay, I don't know how well you guys will be able to hear me because it's very windy out here, but I just want to vent really quick. So this is the fit for today, right? And the only shoes that I bought were Vans. Vans feel like you're walking barefoot. What is the appeal to them? I don't know. I just bought them because they're small. They hurt my feet so fucking bad. Can't wait to not have to use them anymore. But walking to a casino right now, and
Oh god, it's gonna be a long weekend with these shoes. Ugh.
I just met Chris fucking Bay. I just met Chris Bay. Oh my god.
Yes, you heard past me correctly. As I made my way into one of the casinos that we were going to play at, I wound up running into Chris motherfucking Bay. I approached him, I told him what an inspiration he is, and I gave him my best wishes for his recovery. He was incredibly friendly and took time out of his day to take a picture with me. It was such a surreal moment, and it was genuinely one of the highlights of this whole trip. So thank you again to Chris for being so amazing, and thank you to the person who took the picture as well. You really never know who you're going to run into during WrestleMania weekend. Honest to God, we must have infiltrated the fucking TNA hotel or something, because right after I met Chris, I walked past Frankie Kazarian, Ace Austin, Steph DeLander, and a few others as well, on top of Kelly Kelly and Ted DiBiase, all in about a 10-minute time span, which is absolutely insane. Later that day, my brother actually wound up meeting Joe Hendry, and remember that interaction because that becomes very relevant later on, and I'll get to that when we get to WrestleMania. On the topic of my brother meeting professional wrestlers, he wound up playing blackjack with Carmelo Hayes? Somehow? I don't know how that happened, but he just came into the hotel one morning and was like, yeah, I just played blackjack with Carmelo Hayes. And I was incredibly jealous after he said that, but I digress. Switching gears off of me fangirling over Chris Bay, and now on to the remainder of the day, we wound up heading back to the Strip not too long after, and we wound up walking about 2 miles to get Raising Cane's for dinner. First time having Cane's, by the way. Very good, don't get me wrong, but not worth the absolute trek it was to get there. Remember earlier when I said my feet were hurting because I was wearing Vans? Yeah, times that pain by like 100 after this journey, but we pulled through because we were only just getting started for the weekend. After I got back, I left the hotel to go meet my friend at the Airbnb, which I was going to be staying at for the remainder of the trip. Back to me again.
Hello. I didn't vlog last night when I probably should have because I was incredibly tired, but I wound up getting to the Airbnb. All good, and went to sleep. Actually had a not good sleep. I think I might be coming down with a little bit of a sickness. It's Mania Day, so we're gonna head over to Allegiant Stadium in a couple hours, but we're gonna head up the Strip first. And let me do a quick little... This is the fit for today, not really anything too special. I don't have any wrestling merch, which is really annoying because I bought a WrestleMania I Was There t-shirt yesterday, but they wound up giving me a women's XXL instead of a men's XXL, so I really hope I can exchange that on Sunday, but tomorrow, so we'll see. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna head up the Strip, and then we're going to head over to Allegiant Stadium for WrestleMania Saturday, so I will keep you guys posted on that, and I'll see you soon.
Yay, you guys get to listen to my lovely voice again. Isn't that just a blessing? No? Right, anyway, so unfortunately I did manage to get sick over the course of the night. I don't know what happened, but I woke up with an incredibly sore throat and crazy congestion, but I was not going to let that shit stop me from enjoying myself. We walked around the Strip a little bit before heading to Allegiant Stadium for WrestleMania Night 1, which I so much prefer going to shows on the West Coast, because we were there at like 4, and then we were out of the show around like 8 p.m. for both nights, which I thought was great, because we still had time to go out after the show. And might I say, Allegiant Stadium is a gorgeous venue from the inside and out, and we actually had pretty decent seats for both nights, as you could see. So we kicked off the show with Triple H, humble as ever, welcoming us to WrestleMania, and then we got started with Gunther versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. I already went in depth on my thoughts and feelings on all of the matches from both nights in a separate video, which is linked in the description, but I had fun watching this match. Jay's entrance was great as usual, and they had a pretty okay match in my opinion.
Jay's actually gonna fucking win. Jay's actually going to fucking win. No way. One more time! Let's go! Let's go!
Jay! A bit of an unexpected finish, as most people thought, but I was honestly just happy to see Jay get the win. I'm recording this way after WrestleMania, so Gunther has already won the world title back. So, good things for Gunther. I hope good things for Jay in the future as well. Now, a word from our sponsor, me!
Got done with Jay versus Gunther, and I'm gonna warn you guys now, my phone is at like 30%, so I don't know how much more I'm gonna be able to record for you guys, but I'll keep taking little videos here or there, and, you know, we'll go from there.
God, just love that guy. He's just so handsome, isn't he? Anyway, as I mentioned, my phone battery was getting pretty low, so I only took a few videos per match as I was trying to conserve as much battery life as possible. Next match was the War Raiders versus the New Day for the tag titles, and if you watched my Mania recap video, you know my thoughts on this match. But regardless, they had a good match. That's all I got on this one. Moving on to Jade Cargill versus Naomi. I personally love the entrances, and I thought the match was pretty good. I just think Naomi could have used the win a little bit more than Jade, but I'm not upset that she won. Next up was LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu for the US title. I actually really liked this match a lot, and apart from the main event, it was my match of the night. After that was El Grande Americano versus Rey Fenix, who was a last-minute replacement for Rey Mysterio, who got injured the night prior. Again, go watch my Mania recap video for my full in-depth thoughts on this, but oh my god, I fucking hate this gimmick. Can it please be over already? Sorry, I lost my cool a bit there. What I meant to say was, fuck! I just really wish Chad Gable was doing something more meaningful as himself, but at least he's doing something, I guess. Good match, though. It's always a treat to watch Phoenix wrestle, and he did great for his Mania debut. We then had Shawn Michaels come out to announce the night's sold-out attendance of about 61,000 plus. Sold out. Keep that in mind. Next was the penultimate match of the night, with Tiffany Stratton defending the Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair. I wasn't expecting too much from this match, to be honest. I thought it would have been better than what it was, but I'm just happy that Tiffany retained because y'all know how I feel about Charlotte. Finally was our main event of CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. Fantastic match with even better entrances. The whole crowd singing along to This Fire by Killswitch Engage genuinely brought tears to my eyes, and it was definitely the highlight of the night for me. Living Color's performance was great, and we were all having an amazing time, except the person behind me who really didn't like CM Punk all that much. Like I said, the match was great as expected, but here's my reaction to the most unexpected part of the match when Paul Heyman turned on both CM Punk and Roman Reigns to side with Seth Rollins. Rollins is going to swoop in and get the victory. Now, I'm not saying I think Heyman's going to side with Rollins. I don't think that's the case unless they swerve us.
I guess I was wrong.
So yeah, I was very wrong in my WrestleMania predictions, but I'm so happy that I was because I'm very intrigued to see where this faction of Rollins, Paul, and now Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed goes. Now, here's past me to fill you in on all the stuff that I forgot to record when we left the show.
I don't have the mic on me right now, but I'm just going to make a quick little update saying it's about 3 in the morning. We got home from the Airbnb very late. I'm going to head to bed, and we have to be up for World at like 7 in the morning. So I'm going to do my Fiend cosplay tomorrow, and I'm going to do the Wide 6 entrance, so that should be hopefully really cool. Good night, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning at about 8:30 a.m. Just got ready to head to World. Normal black t-shirt on, got my pants on for my Fiend costume, got my mask and my gloves downstairs. I think we're going straight to Mania from World. We're not coming back here, so I'm taking all my shit with me. Very excited for World later, and I'm very excited for WrestleMania. I'll probably do a little recap later of my thoughts on night 1 and night 2 all together. I'm gonna make sure my phone doesn't almost die. So, I will see you guys in a bit.
Yeah, it was pretty early in the morning when we got ready for World, but we wound up getting there at around 9 in the morning. This is what the Fiend costume looked like. And if I'm being completely honest, it was kind of the same stuff that we had experienced on Friday. There wasn't really much to write home about when it comes to the difference between Friday and Sunday. The only real difference was that we got to watch some of the Slammies. They gave one to the Wyatt Six, I believe, for like best debut or something along those lines. I don't remember exactly what it was, but here's the video from that. They had like a video promo, like the normal Wyatt Six stuff. I thought that was really cool, especially because I was dressed up as Bray Wyatt. About half an hour goes by after that, and all of a sudden in the background, I just hear Stone Cold Steve Austin promo, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Didn't think anything of it. Thought they were just probably playing a video package of some sort. And all of a sudden, I look over to the entrance stage, and there he is, Stone Cold Steve Austin, in an interview with a bunch of people surrounding him with their cameras out. Like, okay, that's fucking awesome. I didn't expect to see Stone Cold there. After that, we went to the Triple H Hall of Fame display, took some pictures there, which I thought were pretty sick. And then I decided that it was finally time for me to do my entrance. So I'm going to pass it off to Past Me to take you through that.
This is what we're working with. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know how well you guys can hear me. Bit of bad news, the line for the entrances is really long. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. So we'll see. I'm going to see how it looks in like a couple, maybe like an hour or two. But it's not looking good. Decided to wait on the line. But, I'm like more towards the front, but it's still, it's a doozy. So hopefully it's worth it.
And worth it was, because the result was amazing. After like an hour or so of waiting, it was finally time for me to make my entrance. And like I mentioned, they didn't have the Fiend, so I did have to do the Wyatt Six entrance, which wasn't too bad. I was able to make it work. I wanted to wait as long as possible while the intro was playing, but I also had to be courteous of the people behind me. I didn't want to make them wait too long to do theirs, so I didn't think it was fair to wait for the intro to be done, because the intro is like a minute long, and everybody else had like 20 to 30 second entrances, and I didn't want to make mine like 2 minutes long and have everybody wait for that. So I decided to walk out while the intro was still playing, and as you guys just saw, I did a little point to the sky as a little I miss you Bray kind of thing. And I wanted to take it as slow as possible to try and capture as much of the, dare I say, aura of the Fiend as I could. And what made my entrance a million times better was this person dressed up as Uncle Howdy. And what was already a really great moment for me by that point was made even more special by that. So to that person who was Uncle Howdy that day, I've said this before and I'll say it a million times more. Thank you so much for making this moment so much more special, and thank you for letting us both live on Bray's legacy together. Right now, this is another angle that somebody actually took and was kind enough to send to me, so I'll let that play out for a little bit as well. We also got a picture together, me and Uncle Howdy, so that was an even more special moment as well. And once my entrance was done, we decided that was it for our World experience. We had done everything we wanted to do, and now all that was left to do was to head over to Allegiant Stadium for Wrestlemania Night 2. So like I did with Night 1, I'm going to try and go through these matches as quickly as possible, because I already have a review of WrestleMania both nights on my channel that you guys can watch, like I've mentioned before. And this video is already getting pretty long, so I'm not trying to take up more of your guys' time. But our first match that we started off with was Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. And if I'm being completely honest, I thought this match would have been the semi-main. I didn't think it was going to open, but how wrong was I? Because it wound up opening the show, and it was a fantastic decision. I really don't know what was going through my mind when I thought this match wouldn't be the opener, because honestly, this match was one of the best matches I've ever seen live. It's honestly up there with my favorite women's match of all time. I had an amazing time watching this match. Everybody in the crowd had an amazing time as well. And I'm going to quickly play a clip of my reaction of Io Sky winning, because I did not expect her to win at all. So yeah, I marked the fuck out when Io won because, as you guys saw from my prediction, I was sure that Bianca was gonna win and keep her streak going. Did not expect Io to retain at all, but I'm so happy that they did that. Unfortunately, they haven't really done much with her reign at all. So at least she won at Mania. That's good. Anyway, it was a great way to open the show, and it was quickly followed by Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight. I thought this match was pretty good. It was really hard to follow that opener, but I thought they did the best with what they had. If I'm being completely honest, I don't really remember too much from this match. I just remember Damian Priest taking a really scary table bump at one point, and then Drew McIntyre won. That was really it. It was a good match, but not really too memorable. Moving on! The match that followed was Penta versus Braun Breaker versus Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship. The match that I thought was going to be the opener. Again, don't know what kind of crack I was on when I made that decision, but whatever. This match was great. The biggest gripe I have with it was the fact that they basically did the turn on Finn Balor from Dominic Mysterio in this match, and then didn't fucking capitalize on it. Still haven't. And we're months later. We still haven't capitalized on that Dominic turn. Not happy with that. But I was very happy when Dom won. He really deserves it. The crowd loved him for some fucking reason. I don't know what happened there. Everyone just went from booing him to cheering him. And I love it. I love that for him. I've been a Dominic Mysterio fan for the longest time. I'm so happy that Dom finally gets his flowers with the Intercontinental Championship. It's a shame they haven't really done much with his reign since then, as to be expected. But at least he got a well-deserved WrestleMania moment, even when he ran back to the ring to celebrate even more. I love that moment, and I'm so happy for him. But, we're still waiting on that Judgment Day implosion, I guess. Anyway. The next match was Randy Orton versus a mystery opponent, which we all would find out would be Joe Hendry, who was the TNA World Champion at the time. So, very cool moment there, just to put that first. But remember earlier in the vlog when I said that my brother meeting Joe Hendry would become very relevant later on? Well, I have a story for you. So as Randy's entrance plays out, I'm going to explain why this is very relevant. My brother mentions to me that when he met Joe Hendry, he, as a joke, asked him if he was going to be Randy's opponent. He just said yes. So he's thinking, he's fooling us, he's playing a joke, it's whatever. It could literally be anyone, it doesn't matter, he's just joking around. All of a sudden he makes his entrance, and we lose our fucking minds, because not only did my brother get to meet Joe Hendry, but Joe Hendry just told him the truth. He told him that he was going to be Randy's opponent. He wasn't joking. He wasn't trying to play a game. He wasn't trying to fool anybody. He just said yes. He just told him the truth. And according to my brother, exactly what Joe said was, yes, but don't tell anyone. So a couple things could have happened there. Either Joe just didn't give a shit about spoiling the result, or he knew that nobody would believe my brother if he went to go tell anybody. Which I just thought was the funniest thing of the whole weekend, because he literally just told him the truth and didn't even lie, didn't say no or anything. He said yes and don't tell anyone. So here is our live reaction to this absolutely hilarious moment. So yeah, that was probably the best moment of the night, and it was only because of the context that we had behind Joe Hendry being Randy Orton's opponent. And we honestly forgot that there was a match to follow, and if I'm being completely honest, I can't really tell you much from the match. It was a short match. At least Randy Orton got on the card, and Joe Hendry got a WrestleMania moment. The TNA World Championship was on WrestleMania, which I thought was an amazing moment. Just something you never thought you'd see a decade and a half ago. So I thought that was great for TNA, for WWE, for everybody involved. But moving on, we then had AJ Styles and Logan Paul. After that, we had...
I'm sorry. I mean no disrespect to AJ Styles when I do that, but like I had no interest in this match and it really showed because I don't remember a single thing from it and I genuinely don't care to even cover it. I love AJ Styles, but he has probably one of the weirdest WrestleMania track records ever. So yeah, moving on. We then had the Women's World Tag Team Championships being defended by Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Lyra Valkyria and a mystery partner who was supposed to be Bayley, but she got, quote, injured the night before, but the mystery opponent wound up being the man Becky Lynch.
Come on.
Let's go!
And this honestly got me so hyped because I was thinking about the potential that Becky and Lyra had as a team, especially as women's tag champions, and if done right, it could get me invested in the women's tag division. But they won the titles and then lost them the next day. And then Becky turned heel. So
God fucking damn!
Next, we had Stone Cold Steve Austin coming out to announce Night 2's attendance of 63,000 plus people. My issue with this was not only him crashing his ATV twice, second time running over a lady in the front row, it was the fact that Night 1's attendance was labeled as sold out with 61,000 plus people. How the fuck can something be sold out but then sell more tickets the next night? Like, come on now. And then it was finally time for our main event of John Cena trying to break Ric Flair's record and win a 17th World Championship against Cody Rhodes, the current undisputed WWE Champion. Now, I covered this match in my WrestleMania review that's currently up on my channel that I've mentioned multiple times throughout this, so please watch that if you haven't had the chance to already. Where do I even begin? First, I'm going to speak off of pure bias because I was there. And I've been a John Cena mark for about, how long have I been into wrestling? Since 2010, so for about 15 years now. John Cena was the man who got me into professional wrestling to begin with, so I'll always be a John Cena lover no matter what, but this heel run really just hasn't been doing it for me, and I really would have much preferred a story where he tries for the whole year to win his 17th championship, or wins the Rumble and then, like, fights Gunther for the world championship. You know, that's been thrown around a little bit. I would have loved that. But no, they turned him heel, and this was what we got. I liked the heel turn at first. We're a couple months into it now, and I'm not liking it as much. And I'll always be a Cody Rhodes fan as well. I cried last year when he beat Roman Reigns. We had potential here. We really did. We had potential here. But I'm going to put all of that negativity aside, and I'm going to say I did have a great time with this match. Because like I said, John Cena was my favorite wrestler growing up. Cody Rhodes is one of my favorite wrestlers now. I was more so just focused on the fact that I'm here for John Cena's last WrestleMania, and I'm potentially about to witness him make history and win his 17th World Championship. And then the match happens, and it was It was really just meh. I don't think it was as bad as people were making it seem, but it wasn't good. People were saying it's like the worst WrestleMania main event in history. I don't think that's the case, but I don't think it's very good. But I still had a great time being there, and at the end of the day, that's really all that matters. And then we get Travis Scott coming out. That was where the night really just took a turn, because I wasn't too upset at that at first because I thought we were getting a Rock appearance, and then we didn't. And then Cody went to go hit Cena with the belt, and then didn't, and then he got kicked in the dick, and it made him look like a fool. And then Cena won. And if I'm being completely honest, I kind of overlooked all of that because I just witnessed John Cena make history. My favorite wrestler growing up is now a 17-time world champion. I was just in the building for his last WrestleMania. So I was kind of blinded by that. Maybe that affects my opinion on the whole match. I still haven't watched it back, and I think I'm going to keep it that way for a while because I know that my personal bias affects my view on the match, and I don't really want to change that because, as you can see, I got a little carried away with my emotions. I love Cody Rhodes, love John Cena. It's a shame they didn't live up to their potential in this match, but I will forever love them, and I was just happy to be a part of John Cena making history. And hopefully the rest of his retirement run gets a little bit better because right now it is not what we expected. And that was the end of the show. So we made our way out of Allegiant Stadium, and we went out for a little bit afterwards, but then we made it back to the Airbnb because Monday was our last day in Vegas, and we really had a big day ahead of us. It is Monday morning now. My voice is seriously messed up from last night. I was going absolutely insane. Holy shit. World was great. Mania was great. We went out after, had a couple drinks, came back home. It has been an amazing trip so far, and we're not even done yet. This is the fit for today. I don't know how well you guys can see. Get some more pictures, get some just more experiences to truly make this trip as memorable as it can be, even though it already has been incredibly memorable for me. This has been the second year in a row that I have been to WrestleMania, and this is the second year in a row that the main event has made me cry. So if that doesn't tell you how fucking awesome wrestling is, then I don't know what to tell you. I'll take some videos for you throughout the day, and we'll see where the day takes us. So I'll talk to you guys later. For our last day, we just tried to catch up on as many things that we didn't get the chance to do. We went around a lot more of the hotels and casinos that were there. We went to see the fountain show at the Bellagio, which was absolutely just out of this world. I can't even explain how awesome that was. And then we capped off the night by taking a ride on the Ferris wheel, and that was a highlight in itself because the views that we got were like none other, and I'm so happy I got some of the pictures and videos that I've got throughout the whole day, not even just on the Ferris wheel, but I'm so happy that we were able to experience that. And then we went back to the Airbnb and got ready to leave the next morning, which the next morning was a bit of a doozy because I was very hungover and trying to navigate an airport I've never been in before, and then having to get on a 5.5 hour flight while being hungover was not fun. I would not recommend. But all things considered, the flight went well and we got home safe, and I'm going to pass it off to Past Me one more time to end it all off. Okay, we are back from Las Vegas. And if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I've been back for about a week. I just hadn't gotten the chance to film this outro because as soon as I got off the plane last week, I unpacked and I completely crashed. And then the next day I started my new job. And then ever since then, that's just what I've been focused on. I have a little bit of time to wrap this up. And I just want to say, I'm so happy that I went. I had an absolute blast. I'm happy that I went for a week and not just WrestleMania weekend, because not only was I able to experience all of the wrestling related stuff that was going on in Las Vegas that weekend, like World, like WrestleMania, I was able to experience Las Vegas as a whole because it was my first time ever going there. So I got to gamble, I got to walk down the strip, I got to just experience everything, and I had time to do it. I got to stay at the Paris Hotel. It was amazing. I just got to make back the money that I spent because, you know, while it was a great time, it was expensive, but it was all worth it. And I'm so happy that I went. And next year, WrestleMania is in New Orleans. And I will be there. And I'll make a vlog just like I did this trip. And I'm so excited. But that's in a year. So I got time to plan that. Just like how I went last year, I still tell those stories to this day. I'm going to be telling these stories for years to come. I'm going to wrap this video up because this is probably going to be a very long one as is. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so glad I was able to take you guys on this ride with me and get to experience all of this with you guys. If you guys liked the video, please give it a like. If you want to see more from me, please give me a subscribe. And without any further ado, I bid you all goodbye. Mwah! And good night. Bang!